Hello, good day, and welcome to Fun Maths. Today I'll be solving this question, expanding 1 over 2 plus the square root of 2, all to the power of 5, and I'll be using binomial expansion. A binomial expansion, if you had x plus y to the power of n, to expand this, use the formula summation, starting at k being 0 to n, then we have n combination k, x to the power of n minus k, y to the power of k. In our question, x represents 1 over 2 and y represents the square root of 2. N is the highest power, the power here, which is 5, and we are starting k from 0. K will change over time. So, coming back to our question, 1 over 2 plus the root of 2 all to the power of 5, starting at 0, we'll be having n combination k, which is 5 combination 0, x to the power of n minus k. X is 1 over 2 to the power of n minus k, which is 5 minus 0. And then y, which is the square root of 2 to the power of k, 0 in this case. Plus, this summation means we keep adding till we get to 5. Plus 5 combination 1 now. We move from 0 to 1. 5 combination 1. 1 over 2 to the power of 5 minus 1. Square root of 2 to the power of 1. Plus 5 combination 2. 1 over 2 to the power of 5 minus 2. And then the square root of 2 to the power of 2. So you discover that we are increasing k, and then we are subtracting k from n. The next one is plus 5 combination 3. 1 over 2 to the power of 5 minus 3. Square root of 2 to the power of 3. And then we have plus 5 combination 4. 1 over 2 to the power of 5 minus 4. Square root of 2 to the power of 4. And then lastly, on that we have 5 combination 5. This is where we'll stop for the summation. 1 over 2 to the power of 5 minus 5. Square root of 2 to the power of 5. So if we keep proceeding, if we continue now, we look at combination. When you have n combination k, is the same thing as n factorial over n minus k factorial k factorial. I'll be explaining what factorial means. Okay, so when we have n factorial, it's the same thing as n times n minus 1 times n minus 2 all down. So we'll keep subtracting a number from n while multiplying it with the former one. So we'll be explaining that using this example. 5 combination 0 is 5 factorial over 5 minus 0 factorial, 0 factorial. And then we have 1 over 2 to the power of 5 minus 0, which is 5. And then the square root of 2 to the power of 0. You know, anything to the power of 0 is 1. So that will be 1 times everything here, which will remain this. So plus 5 combination 1, we are here now, 5 factorial over 5 minus 1 factorial, 1 factorial. 1 over 2 to the power of 5 minus 1, which is 4. And then we have the square root of 2 to the power of 1, which is the square root of 2. Plus 5 combination 2, 5 factorial over 5 minus 2 factorial, 2 factorial. And then we have 1 over 2 to the power of 1 over 2 to the power of 0. The square root of 2 to the power of, sorry, not 0, 5 minus 2 is 3. 1 over 2 to the power of 3. Square root of 2 to the power of 2. Plus, I will come here now. I'm sorry if you didn't see this before. Plus 5 factorial over 5 minus 3 factorial, 3 factorial. 1 over 2 to the power of 5 minus 3, which is 2, square root of 2 to the power of 3, plus 5 combination 4, 5 factorial, 5 minus 4 factorial, 4 factorial, and then we have 1 over 2 to the power of 5 minus 4, which is 1, and then the square root of 2 to the power of 4. And lastly, 5 factorial over 5 minus 5 factorial, and then 5 factorial, 1 over 2 to the power of 0, 5 minus 5 is 0, 0, and then root of 2 to the power of 5. Alright, so now this is what we have. 5 factorial is 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 factorial. So this will be, but before that I can cancel out some numbers. I have 5 factorial at the top, and then 5 minus 0 here is 5, so this is also 5 factorial, and then we also have 0 factorial. 1 over 2 to the power of 5 is 1 to the power of 5 over 2 to the power of 5, which is 1 over 32. And so what we have is 1 over 32 plus the other one, 5 factorial. 5 minus 1 is 4, so this is 4 factorial times 1 factorial. And then we have 1 over 2 to the power of 4. 1 to the power of 4 is 1. 2 to the power of 4 is 16. And then we are multiplying with the square root of 2. Plus, this is 5 factorial. 5 minus 2 is 3, so this is 3 factorial times 2 factorial. And then we have 1 over 2 to the power of 3, or 1 to the power of 3 is 1, 2 to the power of 3 is 8, so it's 1 over 8. And then this square root is multiplying square. Square root is to the power of 2, right? So this square will cancel out the square root, we'll be multiplying it just with 2. So we have plus this part, 5 factorial, is 5 factorial over 5 minus 3, 2 factorial, 3 factorial. Multiplying 1 square is 1, 2 square is 4, 1 over 4. We cannot cancel the square root with cube, so we leave it as square root of 2 to the power of 3. Plus, and now we have 5 factorial. 5 minus 4 is 1, so 1 factorial, and then 4 factorial. So we'll be having 1 to the power of 1, which is 1, 2 to the power of 1, which is 2. And then we have the square root of 2 to the power of 4. Now, by the side, the square root of 2 to the power of 4 is the same thing as the square root of 2 to the power of 2, also to the power of 2, right? So this is going to cancel this square root. I will be left with 2 to the power of 2, which is 2 squared. So 2 to the power of 2 is 4. This will be times 4 at this place. And now we have plus 5 factorial over 0 factorial. 5 minus 5 is 0. 5 factorial times 1 over 2 to the power of 0, which is 1 to the power of 0, 1, 2 to the power of 0, 1. So we are multiplying with 1. And then we have square root of 2 to the power of 5. We cannot cancel out, so we leave that. Now, what do we do? 5 factorial here is dividing 5 factorial at the top. They will cancel out. Take note, 0 factorial is equal to 1. If 0 factorial is equal to 1, so we just have 1 over 1, which is 1. So here it's 1 over 32 plus. Now, when you have 5 factorial divided by 4 factorial, it is 5 factorial. I'm just going to put this at the side. 5 factorial divided by 4 factorial. 5 times 4 factorial over 4 factorial. Right? So 4 factorial cancels 4 factorial. And then we are just left with 5. So this is 5 into 1 over 16. Because 1 factorial is still 1. So that's not necessary again. And then we are multiplying with the square root of 2. Plus the third one, I'm just going to be working by the side here. 5 factorial over 3 factorial 2 factorial. That is 5 times 4 times 3 factorial over 3 factorial 2 factorial. Right? So this is going to cancel 3 factorial. But this 2 factorial is 2 times 1, which is 2. And if you divide 4 by 2, you'll be left with 2 here, right? So 5 times 2 is going to be 10. So coming back here, we are at this point, plus 10. We've divided everything, so plus 10 into 1 over 8 times 2. In fact, we can cancel this 8 and then we have 4. So we'll just be having 1 over 4 plus. The next one is the same thing. We just have 2 factorial before 3 factorial. So what we got here was 10, right? So we can still rewrite it 10 into 1 over 4 times the square root of 2 all to the power of 3. All right. So now we have a plus. We are at this point. 5 factorial over 1 factorial times 4 factorial. When we calculated it here, we said 4 factorial will cancel out. 4 factorial will be left with just 5. So it will be plus 5 into 1 over 2. This 2 is going to cancel out 4, will be left with 2. So it will be 5 times 2. Sorry for that, which is just 10. All right, so now we have that as 10. And then the last one is 5 factorial over 5 factorial. Cancels itself. 0 factorial is 1. Then 1 times the square root of 2 all to the power of 5. And let's try if we can simplify. We have 1 over 32 plus 5 times 1 is 5 root 2 over 16. 10 over 4 is the same thing as this divided by 2. And this divided by 2, 5. So plus 5 over 2 plus same thing here, 5, 2. But here we have 5 into square root of 2 to the power of 3 divided by 2 plus this is 10 and this is the square root of 2 to the power of 5. Right, so what's the denominator we can use? The LCM of the denominators is 32. Everything can divide 32. So 32 divided by itself is 1. 1 times 1 is 1. Plus 32 divided by 16, 2. 2 times 5, 10. So 10 root 2. Plus 32 divided by 2, 16. 16 times 5 is 80. Plus 32 divided by 2 again. 16 times 5, 80. That's 80 into root 2 to the power of 3. Plus, there's no denominator here, which is 1. 32 times 10, 320. Plus 32 root 2 to the power of 5. So let's solve. We can collect like terms. We'll be having 1 plus 80 plus 320. And then we have the square root of 2 as a like term for each of these, right? So we can have square root of 2. And then if you remove square root of 2 from this, you're left with 10. If you remove the square root of 2 from this, it will be square root of 2 square, right? That's 80 plus 80 into the square root of 2 square. Plus, this is 32 into the square root of 2 to the power of, we have removed one of these, so we are left with 4. All right, close your brackets and then divide by 32. It's equal to 1 plus 80, 81 plus 320, 401, plus the root of 2 into 10 plus, this square is going to cancel this. And we discovered before that when you have square root of 2 to the power of 4, the same thing as 2 square. We said that when we did it here. 2 square is 4. So 4 times 32 is that's 8 and that's 12, 128. So this is plus 80 into 2 plus 32. That's 32 times 4, 128 divided by 32. This is equal to 401 plus the root of 2 into 10 plus 80. 80 times 20 is 160. 160 plus 128 is 288, and then plus 10 is 298 divided by 32. So our final answer is 401 plus 298 root 2 divided by 32. That is the final answer. Till we meet again, please do well to subscribe to this YouTube channel and like this video. Bye bye.